How you all doing? Okay, so let's get this party started. Okay, so all 4 platforms. So we're going to be looking at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Okay, so we're live on all 4 platforms. So for those of you who follow the channel know that this platform, you know, YouTube isn't necessarily the biggest platform for us. Okay, Facebook, Instagram is not necessarily the biggest. It's not necessarily Twitter. So in some ways, we're large on Twitter, and in other ways, YouTube is the biggest. So what I've decided is we're on all the different platforms, so it makes it a bit easy for everybody else. So the first thing I just want to get you all to do is make sure you're following on Instagram. So just search Be Real TV on any of the platforms. I'm sure you'll spot the logo. It's quite distinctive, and you'll be able to figure out that it's Be Real Boxing, Be Real TV. And make sure you're following us on all the different platforms. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and obviously YouTube. So yeah, make sure you're following me. Make sure you're following the channel to follow me on. So first things first. Okay, so Amir Khan is going to be facing off against Terence Crawford. But in fact, one more thing before we get into the content, I'm gonna be trying to go live for you guys every Sunday, 10 or 11 o'clock. I've not decided on the timing, but just make sure you're following, and you're going to see some posts regarding it. And we'll basically be going live every Saturday morning, either 10 or 11 o'clock. I've yet to establish the time. Most likely it's going to be 10 o'clock. So make sure you catch me live every Saturday. So Amir Khan's going to be facing off against Terence Crawford. And I mean, interesting fight. I have been in regular contact with Amir for the past few months, I'd say. So from when the negotiation, I haven't stated, so negotiations were happening from then until now. I have been in contact with Amir, and so I know kind of where he's been and kind of how his training camp's going and the things he's working on. There's certain things I can't talk about, so technically there's things I don't want to touch on. Because I think you don't know, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to let certain things out of the bag. But let's just say this for now, yeah, that Amir Khan is in probably the best shape one of the best shapes he's been in his life. I don't know if he's in the best shape, but he's definitely in one of the best conditions he's been in his life. I think that Amir Khan is technically right now, which is the most important thing, because boxing is 90% mental. He's technically the best he's been in his career. Okay, and by the way, guys, if you've got any questions you want to ask, anything you want to post, feel free to, you know, leave comments. I don't know if I'm not seeing comments on my Twitter or whatever, but yeah, so make sure you comment, and make sure you leave your messages. So look, here's the thing, right? Amir Khan, I'll break it down for you guys. He's weighing in round about 154 right now. Okay, we're literally a few weeks away from the fight. Okay, and this is the thing: we're literally a few weeks away, and Amir Khan's weighing in at 154. So that means he's only got a few pounds to lose before he gets down to 147, and he will hydrate up. Okay, but he needs to be quick in this fight. So I think that in terms of his conditioning, in terms of his strength training, he's done all that correctly. He's with Tony Brady. You know, we've had ups and downs in Amir's career. You know, going back, he's had times where he's not had the strength and conditioning coach. He's not been weighing the right amount. He's been underweight, and then what tends to happen is when he hydrates back up, he doesn't hydrate up to a big enough weight. Put this in a different way for you, okay? Eat in the same breath, okay? So you don't kill yourself, but you do hydrate up to a good enough weight, okay? So no 147 fighter in today's day and age is actually 147-pound fighter. In reality, on fight night, they'll probably be 150s plus, okay? And that's what you've got to do. And Amir Khan in the past has not done that, and he's been guilty of having the disadvantage in most of his fights in terms of weight. I mean, even when he went in against Chris Algieri, he didn't look very good because of the weight thing. He's now been training with Tony Brady, so he's built up the muscles in the correct area, the leg muscles, the core muscles. He's in condition. He's been doing his technical training with Virgil Hunter, who's the best for Amir Khan. And there's about 2-3 things which Amir has been working on in camp, which is very, very important for Amir Khan technically, and the things that I've been stressing in previous videos. So if you have a look, you'll be able to see in previous videos gaps and holes that Amir Khan's got that he has now covered. Okay, and the things he's been working on in camp, which I don't think he's been working on in camp before. So when you always hear you're going to see a new Amir Khan, you're going to see a new Amir Khan, you haven't really seen Amir Khan saying this too much, but you are going to see a new Amir Khan in that ring. Okay, brings us on to the next topic, Terence Crawford. Okay, so Terence Bud Crawford has not been really posting too much stuff with regards to his training. He hasn't been giving too much away, but we know Terence Crawford is a very consistent fighter. He doesn't come in, you know, up and down. In boxing, he's a very consistent fighter, and he comes in one way. He comes in ready, and he comes in one way. So Terence Crawford is going to bring it. I think Terence Crawford, one thing he has given away is that he's not necessarily going to be fighting the entire fight. So Amir Khan is going to have to beat an orthodox Terence Crawford, and at times a switch fighter in the southpaw stance. But if he comes in southpaw, okay, at a certain point in the fight, he may change in segments in the fight. But I really believe that Terence Crawford is going to be fighting box in this fight. Okay, throughout the whole fight, I really believe Terence Crawford is going to be fighting in an orthodox manner. Okay, he stated it in his BT Sport interview. So that's what I think he's going to do. He's going to come in and he's going to be fighting. Okay, I can just see some comments now on the YouTube channel. Khan's never been the same since he left Alex Ariza. I don't think so. I think some of Amir Khan's best, but I think his best performance was against Dem Alexander. I think most people agree. But then you're only as good as your opponent. Amir Khan was blazing against Maidana. That was Amir Khan, a complete pinnacle in his career. He's transformed as a fighter. He's changed as a fighter. It's going to be very interesting to see. Let's move on from Khan. Let's move on from Crawford. I think it's going to be a very good fight. I'm not convinced Crawford's got the power to take Amir Khan clean out with one punch. I mean, he struggled with Benavidez in his last fight, and he only knocked Benavidez out because Benavidez threw the game plan out of the window and tried going for the knockout in the last round. So moving on, right, from Khan and Crawford, right, so it's going to be a brilliant fight, April 20th. I think Khan's going to be in his pinnacle condition. Terence Crawford's going to be consistent as he always is, and we're going to be in for a very good fight. Moving on from Crawford and Khan, okay, let's look at the heavyweight division. Okay, we're going to talk about Canelo and Daniel Jacobs. We're going to talk a little bit about that. But for now, let's focus on the next fight, which is Anthony Joshua. Sorry, the heavyweight trio: Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Tyson Fury. So Tyson Fury has. I'm going to be uploading a video on this, by the way, to the YouTube channel very soon, and you'll see snippets of the video on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. But the full video is going to be available on YouTube. Okay, so make sure you follow him. So here's the thing, right? So Tyson Fury has elected to face Tom Schwartz, which has kind of given a bit of an earthquake to the heavyweight division, but not in a good way. I've heard whispers that Tyson Fury is planning on facing Deontay Wilder next. But here's the thing: just because that's what Tyson Fury wants doesn't mean that that's going to come to fruition, because he had a chance to face Deontay Wilder now, and he's putting this off. He's putting the fight off. I don't know how much good this Tom Schwartz fight is going to have. Nobody's heard of Tom Schwartz. Nobody knows who he is. I mean, let's move on from that. Looking at Anthony Joshua, you've got to really give Anthony Joshua credit. Okay, massive respect. Okay, to AJ, because Anthony Joshua, he's putting on the line. I mean, given he hasn't faced the Elite Two, Wilder and Fury, but he's always faced outside of the trio. Joshua has again and again proven that he will face that top tier opposition. People forget that Joshua faced the likes of Joseph Parker. People forget that he went and gambled, and when he went in against Vladimir Klitschko, and I think most of the boxing fraternity believed that Klitschko was going to do the job on Anthony Joshua, okay, because Joshua just wasn't ready. But a lot of people did. When it come to it, and I think the fight got closer, I think the casual fans, the bookies, thought that Anthony Joshua will do it, but for different reasons, for the wrong reasons. I believe Joshua won that fight because based on youth and a variety of different things. But I think that people, in the general consensus of things, casual boxing fans tend to probably think Anthony Joshua would have beaten Klitschko if they were both on their prime, and I think that that's not the case. I think most boxing fans can understand and comprehend the fact that Vladimir Klitschko was an unbelievable champion in his time. So, but you've got to, my point is, you've got to give Anthony Joshua full credit for taking on Klitschko. And now we're looking at a heavyweight division where Anthony Joshua holds most of the titles. Okay, Tyson Fury still has lineal status. Okay, Deontay Wilder, he's got the WBC championship belt, but then everybody feels that Tyson Fury is the guy who should have the belt, so people recognize him as the champion. So it's a mixed bag, I think. And then you've got the biased American supporters who are just completely just supporting Wilder, irrespective of what happens or what he does. Okay, I think at the moment Wilder holds the least cards. Okay, I think the number one card holder in the division remains Anthony Joshua because of his several titles. I think second to that is Tyson Fury, especially with his ESPN deal. I think that the ESPN deal really, it's not good. It's not good. I don't believe in this whole stuff about, I don't believe in, firstly, about Wilder with this whole that he holds a WBC belt in, because really and truly I think that belongs to Fury. Okay, and I don't believe in this ESPN deal that Fury done the trio. Okay, because maybe it might be a good power move for Tyson Fury. I don't know, but I don't think it will be. I think it's a bad move for Fury moving to ESPN. I think being in America, I think by causing separation between the networks in America is going to be a drastic big fall. For Fury and Joshua to fight, let me just get this right for you. For Fury and Joshua to fight, you would have to get BT Sport and Sky Sports to work together. You would have to get Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn to work together. You would have to get DAZN, okay, and you'd have to get ESPN together. And I don't know how that would work, because DAZN isn't a pay-per-view platform. ESPN is a pay-per-view platform. So it's easy to get ESPN and Showtime to work together because they can do a joint promotion when it comes to the pay-per-view. But I can't see any other way around it. Okay. Moving on from that. Okay. Let's talk a bit about Saul Canelo Alvarez. Okay. So Canelo is going to be facing Daniel Jacobs coming up shortly. So this is going to be interesting, okay? Because let me tell you something. Daniel Jacobs is no slouch. I mean, the man beat cancer, for God's sake, okay? He's got that thing there in his heart, right? Daniel Jacobs, I think he put a whooping on Triple G. I think he beat him by that much. But like I said in my videos on Canelo and Triple G, I am happy that I'm happy with the judge's decision. I'm happy with the judge's decision that they gave it to Triple G, because it was a close enough fight. And if I'm okay with that, you guys should be okay with close decisions that go the other way. I mean, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, that's what you call a robbery. But Triple G, Daniel Jacobs, it could have gone either way. It went to Triple G, so I'm happy with that. Triple G is a good fighter, but I do believe that that he doesn't want to fight Charlo. I don't think he wants to fight Charlo. I think he is avoiding Charlo a little bit, and I know a lot of you Triple G fanboys are going to get butthurt about this, but that's cool. Charlo, I think although I think he beats Charlo, I do think he beats Charlo, but I do think he's kind of avoiding that fight. He's just gunning after the Canelo Alvarez fight, and I think that's all Triple G wants. That's all that's on his radar is Canelo. I want Canelo, which is okay, because a lot of people feel, and I'm sure Triple G feels, that he beat Canelo in the first fight. And he probably feels that he won in the second fight. I think fewer people felt he won in the second fight. I thought it was quite conclusive that Canelo won the second fight. I thought the first fight was very controversial, but I believe that Canelo did the rematch and he beat Triple G convincingly. But Triple G is a very good fighter, okay? Triple G is a very good fighter. But I mean, look, here's the thing with Triple G. He's getting old, okay? He's aging. Canelo is still young, okay? And you guys have to acknowledge this, that the future of boxing is Saul Canelo Alvarez, right? From Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. So this is the thing, right? we're looking at Canelo Alvarez. Okay, we're looking at Triple G. And you got Boo Boo Andrade, okay? And so we're gonna try to get Demetrius Andrade on the channel. So I've done it on Instagram, and obviously biggest platform, which is Twitter as well. So this is the thing, right? Okay, Demetrius Andrade, he's gonna be looking for a fight against Triple G next, and I'm not convinced at this age, okay, that Triple G can knock out Demetrius Andrade, and I definitely don't think he beats him on points, okay? But Demetrius Andrade does not have a granite chin. Okay, he does not have the best chin in the world. And if Triple G catches that chin, Triple G is a master at cutting off that rib. Okay, and if he catches Demetrius Andrade clean, Andrade is gone. Okay, which sets up an amazing fight against Saul Alvarez. Okay, and there will be a unification of titles on the line. So, I mean, that's kind of how I see the zone going. That's how I see the zone going. That's kind of, I think, their mentality, that they want a massive undisputed unification fight, and I think that's kind of what they're pushing towards. Billy Joe Saunders seems to be out of the picture for the time being. So we've touched on a few things. We've touched on Amir Khan. We've touched on Crawford. We've touched on the heavyweight division with Fury, Joshua, and Wilder. Okay, it's very interesting. Just a little one more thing I want to add. I think that trio is really building a little bit. They need to get the fights on now. I think the fights need to happen immediately rather than them happening later. Okay, I think the longer we, okay, you got the likes of Dillian White. Okay, you got the likes of Luis Ortiz. Okay, I mean, what if Brazil puts off an upset? I don't think he will, but you never know. Okay, so anyway, leave your comments in the section below where you can. Okay, I know Instagram you can't do that, but on Twitter you can do that. YouTube as well, you can leave the comments there. On Facebook, you can leave the comments as well. So remember, Facebook BeReal TV, YouTube BeReal TV, Instagram BeReal TV. Okay, and obviously Twitter is the biggest platform. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Okay, we're going to try to be doing a few big things. I'm going to try to get some interviews coming on the channel. Maybe might be able to get Amir Khan in, but the problem is right now I'm focusing on so many different things that it's all about timing with myself. If I can get it, if I can get them interviews fitted in time for the Crawford Khan fight. If not, I'll definitely be traveling to see Khan after the fight, win or lose, and we'll be getting an interview with Amir Khan coming up shortly. I'm going to try to get Peter Fury on the channel, I think, probably very shortly as well. So yeah, we're gonna call it a day here. The phone seems to be heating up. Okay. Until the next time, guys, we're gonna get off. Make sure you're following all the platforms. Next Saturday, either 10 or 11 o'clock. Keep following the platforms. I'm gonna post on there when we're gonna be live next. So yeah, guys, in a bit. Catch you all soon. Yeah, guys.